I won't rest until
Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Revelio. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio. Arresto Memento. Sendo. Arresto Memento.
an intruder! Do with a nice mushroom stew about now. One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Ranrock has fooled you all.
a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough.
You shouldn't go about stealing goblins' helms stolen by others now, should you? I've seen you do...
No!
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Goodness, what a party to attend by myself.
Wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Focus to tell us.
What was that?
Revelio. Focus to tell us. Revelio. Focus to tell us. Revelio.
Who's that?
Revelio. Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends. Revelio. Ha. Ah. Revelio. Accio.
Dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Revelio. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio. This looks like trouble. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. 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 What do we have here? A demiguise.
Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Closer. Incendio! Fringo! Revelio!
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Revelio.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here. It's always been my home. As for the shop, I suppose my line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts. And my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
The good news is that Belgraf the Bludgeoner has been killed, evidently. It's a huge relief to us all. I don't know what he was expecting to gain by pestering us like that, but we're certainly glad to be rid of him. We've seen quite enough goblins for the time being.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades. Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I'll look after you. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Oh, try not to make this too easy. I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
How come I always draw the short straw?
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded.
Is that...
Did you hear? I'll make you win. You're the one who released treasure.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less. Revelio. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Lumos. Lumos. This place has seen better days. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. This looks intriguing. Revelio. castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Revelio.
Revelio. Crystallis. Revelio.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringos. I was only young, mind.
Revelio.
Boy, pass that pie whiskey over here. You have to learn to share. Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Ah!
Crystallis.
Shut up, little one there. Not quick enough. Can't handle a
You only have Revelio.
Revelio.
Ha! Revelio.
An intruder! Enjoy suffering, do you?
How long for a bacon and mushroom stew?
Revelio. What does that tell us?
Who is it? If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student. What's that?
Where did they go? I haven't seen anything like that before.
Bring them.
That's the stuff. You think you're so You've been paying attention in defense against the dark arts, I see.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Revelio.
What do you have in store for me this time? Confringo! Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Confringo! Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Leviosa! Accio! Revelio. I should investigate. Confringo! Lumos. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Revelio.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Confringo! 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 Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Accio. Incendio. large friend. If only Professor Fig could have seen that. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominis. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's Loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, but eat light and you'll be swift. How nice. And you I will make you pay. Your little magic tricks won't distract me. I won't rest. Dead. You've made your last mistake. Shut up. Is that it? No! You don't know who you're playing with! How childish! You call that spellcasting? I won't How nice of you to stop by. Why can't I hit you?
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section, with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn
Lewis.
about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to... Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominis will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominis.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominis. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominis just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
When I go to Gringotts, do I get some sniveling wizard telling me you frittered away half our fortune on the sweets trolley?
Must have snuck in.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
I should be going now. Thank you.
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Clattering all steel, the eyebrows all...
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls. Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer.
Seems quiet. Too quiet.
Who is he? What's that? Release me!
Arrest him!
Release me!
Incendio!
I shall avenge your death! Then you won't defeat us all! You're one of these others! There's that sneaky little student!
Arrest him! Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. 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 traveller. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. Alohomora. Professor Halwyn will never believe this. Revelio. Revelio. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief and his heirloom's coming home.
If one more person asks me about her...
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But, I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.